This week, some members of the Buffalo Common Council want to put a pause on short-term rentals. These are the type of rental apps like Airbnb connect you with, allowing you to stay at someone's home for a short time. Now, yesterday, the Buffalo Common Council passed a resolution for a moratorium on the special use permits used for those rentals. It's in effect through December 31st of this year. And joining us in studio right now is one of the sponsors of this resolution, Fillmore District Councilman Mitch Nowakowski. We want to thank you so much for coming in to join us and talk about this. When we talk about this resolution and putting a pause on it, what does that actually mean? What's happening here?
Yeah, so I've had a proliferation of special use permits that have come to my desk for short-term rentals in the Allentown neighborhood, and it really has exacerbated an affordability problem of available rental units in that neighborhood. And I have residents who are saying, council member, this is a residential neighborhood. Where are the residents? Because it has moved a lot of these units to be really treated as hotels. And it's really exacerbated making Allentown accessible for people to live in. So I proposed and was able to pass a moratorium on these permits in North, South, and in the Fillmore districts until we get new legislation to correct this, because I wanted a pause in lieu of new legislation that I'm anticipating the council to pass so that we don't have to go back and correct previous permits that we passed.
It's interesting you talk about it because today we were out and we were on Swan Street. There were two homes on Swan. We were on Maryland. So the residents are saying that, hey, we don't live next to a hotel. We want people here. Are they really complaining?
Yeah, they say we want neighbors, and it's actually polarized part of my neighborhoods where I feel like I have neighbors against neighbors. Some of them have gone to housing court. It's been a stress on 311, 911, and district office calls. Neighbors are really upset, and so I want to stress that this is for owner-occupied units. Is someone that owns their own dwelling and wants to Airbnb a unit or two on their own property, that's fine. But this is really for short-term rentals that have really taken over certain neighborhoods and who are unlicensed and have not been inspected by the city of Buffalo.
The moratorium ends at the end of the year, but what are the guidelines for some of these people? What do the guidelines actually look like?
So the proposal of the new legislation will limit these special use permits and will allow short-term rentals in a limited capacity. Municipalities throughout the country have enacted a lot of legislative changes. Some municipalities ban it in historic districts. Some ban the amount that they have on the street. So right now there is a pause in the Fillmore South and Fillmore districts until we have new legislation that is anticipated to be passed.
Could you foresee a ban happening in some neighborhoods like Allentown where you do have some historic homes and historic districts? Could you see that?
I could see it if the new legislative changes that we anticipate don't work. And this is a direct correspondence of my actual constituents. It's actually really capsized a lot of my time, and I'm responding to the needs of my constituents who are saying that there's wear and tear, there's more garbage, there's parties, there's public assemblies. They feel like they live in a hotel district, but really they live in a residential one.
Yeah, it's definitely a new day. Airbnbs are here. They're not going anywhere just yet, and sometimes we have to adjust to what's new. But what the council is trying to do is make sure that you're in the game, but doing it properly. Is that fair?
Yeah, and we're saying is, Airbnbs is B&B. It's a bed and breakfast. It's quaint. It's your host lives on site. That's a lot different than somebody submitting an application for 3 to 4 properties and saying these are all short-term rentals.
Gotcha. We appreciate you coming with us. Fillmore District Councilman Mitch Nowakowski joining us in studio.